A lot of people are asking about music in demo reels. Questions like, should I add music to my demo reel? What kind of music should I put in my demo reel? Is my music annoying? I'll try to answer all these questions. First, should you put music at all? Well, after all, we're doing visual art, and the most important thing you have to show in your demo reel is the visuals, not the sound. That means all the recruiters and supervisors will be watching the visuals in your demo reel, and they won't be focusing on the sound that much. I also know a lot of studios prefer to turn the music down while watching demo reels. So even if you have music, it won't be heard. That said, if there is any way you can boost the experience of someone watching your demo reel, you should do it. That also includes putting music in your reel. And I'll give you an example with all the GoPro show reels. They have music in them tied to the shots they're showing. And if you try to watch a GoPro demo reel without the sound, you notice the big difference. It just makes sense to hear music while watching some epic footage. Now, if you have animation reel and you have lip sync shots, absolutely don't put any music in your reel. I have seen people doing that mistake, and what you want to show in your animation is the lip sync of the character. So putting music on top of that will ruin the shots. In general, animation reels don't really have music in them for that exact reason, but in a more technical reels, like for example lighting or rigging, you might consider adding one. I myself try to add music in my reels when I'm not showing actual character animation, including lip sync. So keep that in mind. Only add music if it will really bring something to the overall experience of someone watching your demo reel. And the second thing I want to stress is the choice of music. Be very, very careful what music you choose. This is something very subjective, and music that you like might be really annoying to others. When you choose a music, ask your friends if they like it. If they don't, then it's probably not a good idea to ruin your demo reel with it. Try to find a music that is not distracting and have a nice beat to it, and most other people like. I know this might be a little hard because there is no such thing like music that everybody likes, but if most other people like it, then it's probably okay music to put. Um, After all, other people that you probably don't even know will be watching your reel and listening to your music, so you should target it to them, not to you. It's better to put music that most other people like, but you don't, instead of the other way around. And I'll give you one tip that I think will greatly help you how you choose your music. If you are a musician, you probably already know this, but if you are not, here it is. It's a little bit nerdy detail, but I think it's interesting. Um, I'll try to draw here. So you have probably seen music notation, and the way it is written is with 5 lines. I'll try to write them. Okay. And the first thing you always see on the 5 lines is, first of all, these 5 lines are called the stuff. Okay. It always starts with two kinds of symbol called clef. There are two kinds of clefs, treble and bass. This is the treble one. It is used to indicate where one particular note is on these five lines or on the staff. Following the clef is the key signature. It shows if certain notes on the staff are flat or sharp. And for example, you might have seen some sharp signs like this. And following the key signature is a time signature, which we are actually interested in. It is basically a way of counting the beats in your music piece. And the most common signatures, at least in Western music, are the ones divisible by 4, also called simple times. Simple. So you might have seen notations like 2, 4, 3, 4, and 4, 4. These are all simple times, and they're written here like so. Okay. Um, what that means is throughout the stuff, all the notes in the music piece are grouped into beats, basically. And in the 3/4 time signature, we have 3 notes per group. That means like 3 notes in a groups of 4. Uh, Let me draw some notes and you'll see what I mean. So here are 3 notes, and then there is a vertical line like so, showing that uh, the group ends here, and then there is another group of 3 notes. They might be different notes, and then a line and some other notes. And one more group. Excuse me. Okay, so basically all this is a music piece that I composed right now in a 3/4 time signature. And the way it sounds or the way the beats are counted are like so: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And what you might notice is that it sounds a little bit like waltz. And it's because the waltz is always in 3/4 time signature. So let's try something else. We draw new stuff with a clef, and then we'll write 4/4 time signature. How is that counted? 1, 2, 3, 4 notes and a bar. Actually, the vertical lines here are called bars, uh, and then you have 4 more notes. Okay, and 4 more notes. And the last group, 1. I'll invert this. Okay, so we have 4 notes with 4 groups, right? And how is this counted, or how this sounds, is similar, but not so. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you notice or explore a little bit more the music around you, you'll see that most popular music nowadays is composed in that time signature. And the reasons for that are a lot, but at least in the Western music and the pop culture or the rock and pop music, this is the most common time signature. And now, maybe for your taste, such music is overly simplistic, and you might be right. But unfortunately, it is so prevalent in our culture that everybody will basically understand it and I would say like it. So what I'm trying to say is that if you want to find a music that more people will like and understand, choose a music that is in 4/4 time signature. Uh, I guess you didn't expect hearing about music theory in video about demo reels, but I think that's a little bit helpful. Okay, and the third thing I wanted to note is something called fair use and copyright. The thing I wanted to talk about is that few years ago, almost all major studios required hard copy of your demo reel. That meant you had to actually send them a disc or even a VHS cassette recording of your demo reel. If you had a copyrighted music in your reel from some musician that you like, and nobody would care that much. No one will expect you to write your own music for your demo reel. And to be honest, I would consider this a fair use case, although the copyright law is very complicated and maybe someone won't agree with me. But nowadays, most studios will expect you to have your demo reel online somewhere like Vimeo or YouTube. And the problem with that is if you have a copyrighted music playing in your video, services like YouTube and Vimeo will match it, and in the best case, will remove the sound in your video, and in the worst case, maybe delete it altogether. So be very careful because you might upload your new reel, send the link to the recruiters, and few days later or a week later, Vimeo or YouTube decides that uh, you have a copyright material in it and they delete it. And that's probably the worst thing that can happen to you if you're applying for a job. And what you can do to prevent this from happening is to get a music that is royalty free or a music that you can license for a few dollars. There is a lot of royalty free music sites that out there that you can use. Another option, you can use websites like the Music Bed, uh, which is www. themusicbed.com, and or another site like this is Song Freedom. Where you can buy very cheap licensed music for a few dollars. So whatever you prefer, I'm sure you can find royalty-free music. But if you don't like them, then try one of those sites, and basically you can buy the rights to use the music in your demo reel for few cents even. Uh, so to recap, only use music if you're sure it will bring to the overall experience of watching your demo reel. Choose a music that is in 4/4 time signature and it's royalty free, or you have the license to use it, and most of your friends don't find it annoying. If you can find such song and it fits your demo reel, then by all means use it.